Hi, my name is Dr. Tishan. In this video, we're going to make a Hexa Hexa Flexagon. Let's go ahead and take a look at what a Hexa Hexa Flexagon is, okay? Hexa Hexa, two prefixes that say Hexa Hexa. The prefix hex means 6, okay? So why is it there twice? Because your Hexa Hexa Flexagon has 6 sides. That's one of the prefix hex. And it has 6 faces, okay? So 6 faces. So if you look at this here, I have, you can see blue, all right, and you can see red. All right, so if we'll start with blue and red. Remember that we got the blue and red, okay? So I'm going to flex it, and so we saw the blue, we saw the red, now we have green, okay? So blue, red, and green. So you saw the blue, you saw the red, now you see blue, red, and green, okay? All right, what else do we have in here? There's yellow, okay? So we saw blue, red, green, and yellow. So there's 4 of the faces. So blue, red, green, and yellow. All right. Let's see where we can go from here. We saw blue, red, green, and yellow. Okay, so blue, red, green, and yellow. Let's see if we can back up and find the other 2 faces. Okay, so we saw blue, red, green, and yellow. Already seen those. Okay, blue, red, green, yellow. We've got purple. Okay, so there's purple, 5th face. So we saw blue, red, green, yellow, purple. All right, so where can we go from here? Blue, red, green, yellow, purple. There's one more color in here somewhere. We saw blue, red, green, yellow, and purple. What else do we have? Yes, we saw the green, blue, red, green, yellow, purple. There's orange, okay? So 6 faces, 6 sides, and 6 faces. That's your name, Hexa Hexa Flexagon. We're going to make one of these. All right, you ready? So let's make our own Hexa Hexa Flexagon out of paper. Okay, and then practical application. After we make one out of paper, let's make one out of a little piece of flatbread so you can make a sandwich, and you can use the 6 faces in there to put your ingredients to your sandwich. How cool is that? Let's make one out of paper first. The really neat thing about the Hexa Hexa Flexagon, all you need is a strip of paper and a piece of Scotch tape. It's all you need to make it, all right? For the strip of paper, I like to use adding machine tape, okay? You could just take just a regular piece of paper, computer paper, and just cut a strip off. It's all you really need is a strip of paper, okay? But when I do this with my students in my classroom, I like to just grab some adding machine, roll of adding machine, and I like to, just tear a piece off, okay? So you don't have to worry about, so just tear a piece of adding machine tape off, okay? And then let's go ahead and we're going to make right here. So we're going to make our Hexa Hexa Flexagon. All right, so move the tape out of the way. So we're going to make it, all right? So how do you start? You got your strip of paper, all right? So what do we do with our strip of paper? Well, you're going to take your strip of paper, just start at one of the ends, start at the left end, okay? And you want to fold it, so fold it straight up, okay? So you want to fold straight. You can see that. You're going to take your strip of paper and you're going to fold it straight up, okay? So we took our strip of paper, it looks like this. See if you can see it this way. All right, took our strip of paper, we're folding it straight up. All right, so straight up. And so we have this, okay? So maybe you can see it this way. All right, so we fold it straight up. All right, so here's your strip of paper. Here's our strip of paper, we'll do it this way. All right, and you're gonna fold it straight up. So this bottom edge, you want the bottom edge to be perpendicular, okay? Perpendicular to the base or parallel to the side, okay? So straight up, put a crease, put a really good crease in there, all right? And then unfold it, okay? So now what do we have? We have a piece of paper with a crease in it, don't we? Okay? Piece of paper with a crease in it. Now we're going to fold down. Take the top edge. We're going to take the top edge and fold the top edge down, but down along the crease. You're not going to fold it straight down. You're going to fold down so the top edge folds along the crease, okay? So you're going to fold down along the crease, the top edge along the crease. Put a crease in your paper, all right? And then you're going to unfold it, okay? All right? Then you're going to fold up, but you're going to fold up so the bottom edge along the crease now, okay? So you fold your paper up so the bottom edge gets folded along the crease, okay? So you fold up so the bottom edge goes along the crease, okay? So you're not folding straight up, you're folding up so the bottom edge is along the crease, all right? You see that? And then you're going to unfold, and then you're going to fold your paper down to the top edges along the crease, okay? So you're going to fold, so you're just going to keep rotating. You're going to fold up along the crease, down along. Make sure you're folding up, so along the crease, okay? So we unfold the paper. Now you're going to fold the paper up so the bottom edge lies along the crease, okay? Up so the bottom edge lies along the crease, okay? And then you're going to unfold, and you're going to fold your paper down so the top edge goes along the crease, okay? So up along the crease, down along the crease, and you keep doing that for your whole strip of paper. Up along the crease, down along the crease. You do that for your whole strip of paper. You should be seeing equilateral triangles. The first couple of triangles are not equilateral, but once you get into the third, fourth, fifth triangle, you'll see that they're equilateral triangles, okay? So you just keep folding up to the bottom edges along the crease, then down to the top edges along the crease, then up, then down, and repeat that over and over again, all right, until you're done with the whole strip of paper, okay? Now, what do we need? We need 19 equilateral triangles. We need 19 of them, all right? Notice the first couple of triangles are not equilateral, so you can't use those, okay? So you're going to have to take the first few triangles and just, you tear it off, okay? Just be careful, but tear, and it doesn't really matter if it's a jagged edge because it's going to get folded in the end. All right, so you need a strip of paper with 19 equilateral triangles. All right, so, and when you're done with that, when you get your strip of paper with 19 equilateral triangles, it's going to look like this. All right, so here's my strip of paper with 19 equilateral triangles. Once you get the 19 equilateral triangles, you're going to tear off the beginning, okay? The first 2 or 3 triangles are not equilateral, so tear those off. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 19 of them, all right? 19 equilateral triangles, all right? And then what we want to do is we want to label, we're going to label the sides. But before you do that, you should just go back and crease over. Just make sure, crease back and forth, crease along, because you saw me show you the Flexagon I made earlier, and it really was flexible and it was working well. It's because you got to make sure that these edges are creased really well, okay? So go through and make sure it's creased really well, and then we're going to label, all right? So we're going to label. So you want to start by putting the end triangles upside down, okay? End triangles upside down. I'm going to hold a sheet of paper here that you can screenshot or something in a moment, but end triangles are upside down, okay? So end triangles like this are upside down. Odd number of triangles, so you're going to have both end triangles upside down. You want to start with number 12 is what you want to start with, okay? And then you can see that you number the triangles this way: 1, then 2, 2. You skip over 3 because it's on the other side. 4, 4, then 5, 5, 6, 6. Skip over 7. It's 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, and then 12. And then you need to put a symbol here. Okay, so I put a happy face, all right? And you're going to label that way. And then once you finish labeling the 19 triangles, then you want to flip it. Now flip it like this, okay? Flip it. When you label the other side, you want to flip this way, okay? So sometimes you don't want to do this because it will get messed up, okay? So you want to start like here, label the side, and then flip this way, okay? And you put your symbol at the beginning, and there's a pattern here. It goes 3, then BA, 3BA, 7BA, 7BA, 11 BA, and 11 BA, okay? And that's how you want to label the all the nice. So you're labeling 19 triangles on one side and 19 triangles on the other side, and this is the way that you're labeling them. Can you see there? In case you want to take a screenshot of this photo here, okay? So this right here, so you want to label 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 12, happy face. That's how you want to label the front. Okay, then you want to flip it down, okay, the way I'm showing you there, and then your happy face, 3BA, 3BA, 7BA, 7BA, 11BA, 11BA. You want to label it like that, okay? So hopefully you grabbed a picture of that, all right? Once you get it labeled, then now it's time to put it together, okay? So if you labeled it this way, then you'll see there's a numeric way that we're going to put this together. So here we go. We're going to start by look for your ones, okay? See where the ones are? All right, so find the ones, okay? And you're going to fold the one on top of the one so you can't see the ones. So triangle, this triangle and this triangle, that's where your ones are. You're going to fold the ones so they're right on top of each other, and you folded it over, and now you can't see your ones anymore, okay? So you fold it over so you can't see your ones anymore, all right? So we're going to hide the numbers. Then you find your twos, okay? Twos are right here next, okay? So the twos are here, and here are the twos. You're going to fold this over so the two goes on the top of the two, and you can't see your twos anymore, okay? So you can, now don't let the ones come unfolded, and you find the twos and fold up the twos, okay? Find your threes, okay? Where are the threes? The threes are right here, okay? So you're going to fold it, so 3 on top of 3, and you'll no longer see your threes. Don't let the ones and twos come unfolded as you're folding up your flexagon, okay? All right, and so it looks like it's stripped again, doesn't it, okay? All right, find your fours. You see the pattern here? That's why we numbered it this way, because it goes together really nice, okay? Find your fours. Here are the fours right here, okay? So you're going to fold 4 on top of the 4 so you can't see the fours anymore. Now you're starting to see it take shape. Be careful, though. Fold the 4s on top of the 4. You can't see the 4s anymore. Don't let the 3s, the 2s, the 1s come unfolded. Find the 5s, okay? 5s are right here, so you're going to fold 5 on top of 5. All right, and then don't let the previous, so it gets a little trickier to hold on to, right? So, all right, and then you're going to find your 6s and fold 6 on top of 6, okay? So here's the 6 on top of the 6, okay? And then your 7s are right here. So fold 7 on top of 7. You can't see your 7s anymore, and as you're folding up, don't let the previous come undone. You can see it taking shape, okay? Find the number 8s, fold 8 over 8, okay? Find the 9s. Now the 9s, well, 12's in the way, okay? There's one of the 9s, but the 12's in the way of the other 9, so you're just going to have to push the 12 behind. All right, push the 12 behind so you can expose both the 9s, because the 9 has to hit on top of the 9, okay? So the 9 on top of the 9, all right? So we're here, okay? And then you're going to find your 10s. All right, I'm just going to be careful and turn this around. Find your 10s over here. You can do this, it might be easier to do it on a flat surface. Find your 10s, okay, they're here and here. 10 on top of 10, so you can't see your 10s anymore, all right? Then you're going to fold 11 on top of 11, so you can't see 11s anymore, all right? And finally, 12 needs to go on top of 12, but we got to move the flap out of the way. So you're going to have to move this behind, so 12 on top of 12, and then whatever symbol you put there, we're going to tape that together. So you got to be careful with the tape. So now don't let it come apart. I'm going to set this down. I want to grab a piece of Scotch tape, all right? So I'm going to grab a piece of Scotch tape. All right, and you just, you know, do the roll it around so it's sticky all around. Okay, so roll it around. If you have double-sided tape, that would even be better, wouldn't it? Okay, so you just roll it around. Okay, so we have the sticky on all the sides, all right, for the Scotch tape. And you want to just, whatever symbol you put there, I used happy faces. You're never going to see them again, right? So you just go ahead and just put the tape, you know, the rolled around tape. You don't want to plaster a piece of tape across because it won't flex. So put tape here and then just tape your happy faces together, and here's your Flexagon, all right? Now, how do you know if you did this right? How do you know if you put it together right? Do you have all A's on one side, okay, and all B's on the other? Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the way it goes, okay? So all A's on one side, all B's on the other, you made your Flexagon, okay? So to flex it, grab one of the sides. To flex it, you want to make, you know, I'll say a peace sign, okay? So you want to, you know, so you're going to make hills and valleys, you know, this, you're going to kind of make a peace sign out of your, you know, like, you know, so you have a hill and a valley, hill and a valley, hill and a valley, every other crease on the interior, all right? So inside you have what? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creases in here. So you have 6 inside, okay? So you're going to bring one out, like make one a hill and push that into valley, hill, valley, hill, valley, okay? And you're here like a peace sign. And once you get this into this format, this little peace sign here, it should just fall open for you. There's my 3, 7, 11 side. Okay, all right, and that's how you flex it. Okay, what if you switch around your hills and valleys? Okay, because you see what I opened it up. I opened it up to my 3, 7, 11. All right, What if you switch around? What if you go back and switch your hills and valleys? Instead of this part being in, I'm going to switch the hills and valleys, and I'm going to make the valleys out. And all right, I'm just going to still do the peace sign, but switch your hills and valleys and open that up. And that side gives me the 4/8-12s. Okay, so 4/8-12s. All right. So, and then just go and you can go back to, I'm back to my A's and B's. Okay, so I'm back to my A's and B's, and here's my 4/8-12. And here's my 3/7-11, okay? So from 3/7-11 and B's, okay? You just keep flexing it, okay? This side brings me back to A's, but switch the hills and valleys around, switch the hills and valleys, and there's my 1/5-9s, okay? So, and that's the idea, all right? So that's the idea when you're getting through, when you're working your way through. There's 6 faces in there. You should try to find all 6 faces and decorate them so you can practice with this. Now, I showed you this earlier, okay? So this earlier is how you label the 19 equilateral triangles on both sides of your flexagon, because this is, if you label it like this helps you put it together. Here is a map. If you want to take another picture of this right here, this is a map as to how you get through the faces, okay? I have the A's and B's with the numbers on here and my colors, all right? So remember, I had the red and the blue, the green and the orange, yellow and purple. So when I have the red and blue exposed, what can I get to from the red and the blue? I can get to the green from the red and the blue. Okay, see where the red and blue, if I have the red and blue sides, that I can get to the green, and then red and blue sides here, I can get to the purple. All right, do you remember that? So this is how I know. So when I have the red and the blue sides exposed, the one I showed you at the beginning, I have red here and blue. I dropped it. Okay, so I have red on one side and I have blue on the other side. Okay, so from the red and the blue, what did I say I can get to from the red and the blue? From the red and the blue, I can get to the green and I can get to the purple, and that's it from the red and the blue. Okay, so when I have red on one side and blue on the other, I'm going to go ahead and make my peace sign. Okay, so I'm going to put up my hills and valleys, I'm going to make my peace sign. Okay, and I'm going to open it up. All right, and I'm either going to have the purple or the green. I got the green, okay? Now, what if I wanted the purple? So I'm going to go back, okay, and I'm going to switch my hills and valleys around, switch them around, and that's going to get me to my purple side, okay? But from the red to the green, I can only get to the purple and to the green, okay? So what if I wanted to get to my yellow side here? I want to get to my yellow side, but look what's in contact with. I would need blue on one side, green on the other, and that is my avenue to get to the yellow. I would need blue on one side, green on the other. Okay, so if I have blue on one side of my flexagon, if I have blue on one side and I have green on the other, this is what I need to get to the yellow side according to my map over there. Okay, so I want to get to the yellow side. Well, I have to have blue on one side, green on the other. Okay, so you play around with that, and I have the numbers on there so you can see with the numbers, you can go and decorate it. But you know, so with the numbers on there, I have, you know, with the numbers and my colors when I did it for myself. Okay, so grab a picture of the map, okay, and make sure you have a picture of how to put the strip of paper together. And the really nice thing about this activity is all you really need is a piece of strip of paper. Okay, it doesn't have to be adding machine, but this is really convenient if you just use adding machine tape. Just take a strip of paper, piece of tape, and you've got your flexagon. It's really neat. All right, now what about an application? All right, so I went out and bought some flatbread. Okay, so, and I cut it into strips, all right? And you know what? If you're going to do this at home, cut them into thicker strips so you can make yourself a nice big sandwich, okay? But flatbread, and make a flexagon out of flatbread. So you fold it straight up, okay? And then fold down along the crease. It folds really nice and it works really nice. And up along the crease. And what I did so up along the crease and down along the crease, what I did, because I needed to see my folds and I couldn't see my folds very well, so I would fold up along the crease, down along the crease, and what I did was I would use a little bit of food coloring. Okay, so I'd use a little bit of food coloring, and I'd put food coloring, so I would highlight my lines using food coloring. I just took a tiny drop of food coloring with a toothpick, and I used that to be, you know, because I want to eat this when I'm done. So I used that to highlight my lines, so I would see where my lines were so I can fold it up. You can also use the food coloring to label if you wanted to label the 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 3BA, 3BA. If you want to label it, you can label it, or you can just take a paper, put this next to it, and But you need a strip with 19 equilateral triangles. So you can see I've got my 19 equilateral triangles, and this is just a little bit of food coloring with a toothpick. All right, and so I have my 19 equilateral triangles, and I folded it up. And I folded mine up just with a piece of paper next to me, so I just saw how it went with a piece of paper, and I folded it with my flatbread. Okay, and my recommendations, use a piece of flatbread a lot bigger than this. And now, what if you need to glue two pieces of flatbread together? Okay, you know, it works beautifully. What works beautifully is if you just take some flour. Okay, so you take some flour, all-purpose flour, and take a little bit of water. Okay, put a flour wherever you want to glue the flatbread together. Put a little bit of flour on there. Okay, you can see I did that with this big strip. So you put a little bit of flour and a little bit of water, and that's just an edible, nice adhesive. Okay, and it's not moving. All right, so you can make it as big as you want, and then just once you have it together, you can flex it. I put some meat in one of the faces. I put some cheese in another face. I put some mustard in another face. I put some lettuce in another. It's kind of a mess here, but I've got myself a little Hexa flatbread deliciousness here. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I am going to finish this video so I can eat my little creations. So anyways, this is a fun activity I like to do, you know, with my classes at school when I geometry and so on. So I hope it's interest to you. All right, it's fun for us. So I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.